Okay, so I don't make videos like this usually because I don't know, I feel kind of shy. But this is something I do need to say. And by the way, I'm in another office. I do have another job apart from YouTube. Um, the thing I wanted to share with all of you is that being a YouTuber, many of you who are contemplating or planning on being a YouTuber and going into tech, because that seems to be the booming industry right now, one of them at least. So the first thing is to make money out of YouTube, off of YouTube, get a lot of products to review, and also with that comes, if you're good at what you're doing, you're going to get a bit of fame and well, love from your audience. Now, all of these are very, very slow, and the later you start, like if you start right now in 2022, it's going to be so much more difficult than if you had started 5 years back or 10 years back, because it's getting increasingly saturated. More and more individuals have the idea that they can just pick up a camera and launch a channel and be really successful. Now, that could be the case. I'm not trying to discourage any of you, but it is much more difficult than it seems, because what you see as the end product finally, even for my videos, you see a very crisp, colorful video, and what you see there is the final product. So obviously, I'm going to show you the best that there is. I'm not going to show you anything that is what goes behind the scenes. So you see the final product, and it seems like, oh, it's got a nice, very well decorated, cozy studio, and I've got all the products and the equipment. So that all takes time. And on top of that, what I find very annoying presently is that I see many big YouTubers as well. I'm a very, very minuscule, and I don't even think that I so much as to even show up on the radar. But I guess what bothers me a lot is that after a certain point with YouTubers, when they gain a lot of fame and popularity and their channel grows, you get this sense of power. When big companies, whether it's from a phone manufacturer or any very a huge company that reaches out to you and they give you a product for review or your impressions before the embargo is lifted, so you feel that you're in a position of great power. And there are many Indian YouTubers, and I'm saying Indian YouTubers because I'm in India, and this is something that bothers me, and that's why I'm going to say it. They are so overwhelmed by this attention that they get from this huge company that what they end up saying, whether it's a review or it's an impression, it turns out to be a promotion in the end. And that really bothers me. First of all, we Indians do have a different way of expressing ourselves. We have a different way of saying things that we want. And that is what we should stick to. We don't, if like I do reviews in English because Hindi is not my first language. And I always maintain, and I've always maintained, you can go back and check any of my videos. I never speak with an accent, because somehow, somewhere, someone is going to see through you and see that you are trying really hard to be a Westerner. You're trying to be Western. You're trying to be like the American or European YouTubers out there who do a brilliant job on their own. But you can do a brilliant job on your own being you. You don't need to copy them. And when you suddenly get fame and through your hard work, and then you start to get products from companies, you still need to maintain your individuality. And there are a few channels in India, very big channels, I'm not going to take their name, but who are very, very genuine. They are themselves when they are giving their views, and it's not just blind, mindless, irritating promotion. So it is very important for you guys as the audience to show your support for the ones who truly deserve it. So there are so many channels who try, from the graphics they use, from the way they present it, from the way they speak, they're trying to be a particular YouTuber who has inspired them. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you lose your individuality, and if someone sees through that, I somehow feels that I feel that it reduces the credibility. It feels like you don't trust yourself enough to be yourself, and now you're trying to be someone else. So that cliched, cheesy line now, which in itself is actually a very important line from the Spider-Man movie, which is with great power comes great responsibility. It really holds true, regardless of how cringy it gets when you listen to it now, because it's been so overused. It is true. So the bigger you get, the more genuine you tend to stay and give the audience back what they really deserve. If you call yourself a reviewer, then I guess, I don't know, at least for me, uh, I tend to sleep better at night. Because even being such a small YouTuber, I've had a number of companies reach out to me and wanted me to promote their product on my channel. And I've been very clear. And let me tell you this, money is something that is required by all of us. So when these companies wanted me to promote, and then as I started conversing with them, they wanted me to give my opinion. Now, my the way I do business is that if a company reaches out to me and they want me to do a review where I can say whatever that is good and bad about the product, then I am okay with a barter deal. So you give me the product. I mean, that is how a barter deal works. They send me the product, they don't pay me, but the condition is I am allowed to say everything that is also bad about the product and not just the good things. And if you just want it to be a promotion where I don't give my review, but I just speak about the features something has, because see, there's a difference. If it's a review, I have to use it and I have to give you whatever that is good and bad about the product, so that once you make the purchase, it's an informed choice. You know what you're getting. But if it's a promotion, that is where obviously it's going to be just good things about the product. I mean, say when Samsung or Apple launches a phone, none of them are going to say what are the drawbacks about their phone, right? They won't. They'll compare it to some other company, some other phone, and say this is what we do better, but they will never say what they do worse. That's promotion. So I always mention that if you want me to promote a product, I'm not going to give a review, but I will literally see what the features are, and that is what I'm going to present to my audience in a very excited way to get them excited. But I'm not going to say that this is an amazing product. And for that, I will have a charge because you are wanting my platform to promote your product. So that is where I'm going to charge. But if you want me to really review it, and I have the liberty of saying everything that is good and bad about the product, then fine, you don't have to pay me. And I'm not going to accept a payment, because then that'll be a paid product placement. So I'm not going to charge anything and I'm going to say everything. And that's exactly what I've done throughout. So because I maintain this, there have been instances where companies, when as soon as I've said that it's okay, the barter deal is fine, but you have to allow me to say whatever I don't like about the product as well. And as soon as I said that, they were like, okay, we'll get back to you because we have to talk about this particular thing with our management, and then they disappear because, well, A, they are not confident enough about their product, and B, they wanted a free promotion. Now, I have to also feed my stomach. I have a family. So obviously money is important, but not at the cost of your trust, not at the cost of you spending your money on useless products. So that is why don't fall for the big name YouTubers just because they have a huge following. Please be very vigilant and see what they are promoting and what they are reviewing. You will get to know the ones that are genuine and the ones that just want to make more money from these big brands that are happily going to send them products and give them a huge and hefty paycheck to have their products promoted. So that's all I want to share. I don't know. I didn't want to make a tech review and I didn't want to be a fancy video. I'm not wearing a hat. You can see I've got the messy hair. So I just want to share this with you guys. I'm sure I've bored you enough. Anyway, I'm sorry for that, but just want to have a space to share whatever I felt. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys are keeping safe. The virus is again on the rise slowly but steadily. So make sure you're going out. If you need to, wear a mask and maintain your minimum distance from other people. I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.